Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and once again it is time for my client Emma's vlog, and many of you, this is your favorite segment. We are now, I think, on number 42. All right, we started off with a PR, and that's the funny thing. I've had a bunch of goofy people come in. They're like, quit making excuses for her busy lifestyle, her trainings having to be reduced slightly. They pulled that. I'm like, but she just set a PR. All right, we got 150 off of a pen bench, dead pen bench. Now that was hard for her, but it was a PR. And that's kind of the point. This is why critics on the internet don't make a living as a coach. This is why they don't make good money as a coach. Because they don't understand these things. Literally hear coaching and talk about thinking it's excuses. It's like, guys, if you think like that, you will never be successful coaching athletes. We have to understand stress and fatigue management. Okay, that is most of your job as a coach. Communicating with your lifters, with your athletes, and understanding their fatigue. Now, what just happened as a result? She just got PR on that lift. Now granted, they're conjugate lifts, they're lifts we rotate, but we've adjusted her training volume down to the bare minimums. What I would call the bare minimums for her to make a single drop of progress at all. Almost maintenance. Okay, and we just got a PR. Same thing, deadlift. Small PR on conventional against 75 bands. We got a PR. Why? We got her fatigue management back on point. We have her fatigue management back on point. We adjust volume based around lifestyle stress. Things that are going on. Okay, now what does our training look like on these days? Did pause benching, pull-ups, band press downs after her ME bench. All right, lower body here, what are we doing? We do our max effort work. We do some safety bar squats, which we're throwing in just for a phase because she was noticing a little bit of inflammation from all the isolateral leg work, so we'll give her a break, hoping they get that belt squat soon. Coach is going to be happy when they get that belt squat. Make my life so much easier. Okay, but we do reverse hypers, and we do hanging leg raises. Now, it's not a lot, guys. People might be looking at that going, that doesn't seem like much. No, it isn't. It isn't a lot. It's not. Because you look at that and go, it's 5 sets of back squats with the SSB, 5 sets of reverse hypers, a couple sets of hanging leg raises after the ME work. Yeah, that's low volume. Same thing with the benching. 5 sets of bench, 3 sets of pull-ups, 5 sets of band press downs. Yeah, our volumes aren't super high there. They can't be. We've got her working on her fatigue management. But what happened? We reduced the volume just a little bit. Her recovery improved. And it's nothing to do. I hate when people come up with this nonsense. Oh, you've got to be desensitized to volumes. No. It's all fatigue management. That's it. Her fatigue and stress went up. We have to adjust. Once those things settle back down, we increase the volume again. All right, speed bench. Standard speed bench for her. We don't really change her speed bench. We do bands. We rotate grips. She does 3 grips. 3 sets wide, 3 sets medium, 3 sets close. Currently, have her doing flat dumbbell presses afterwards. All right, we do flat dumbbell presses. We do pull-ups. All right, we do those wide grip pull-ups. And we may need to rotate those again just to avoid some overuse. All right, then I have her do upright rows and band press downs. Again, we're making sure that the whole upper back and shoulders get worked with the upright rows. All right, we make sure that all gets worked. Granted, it's only 5 sets. Pull-ups hit some of it. And we're doing the band press downs. Now, why are we doing all the band press downs? I want to bring her triceps up. Watching her benching, I want her triceps to get bigger. We did a lot of chest work, a lot of pecs. We've done delt phases. Her bench went up. Now I've noticed her triceps may need a little work, and I want to do the band work, and I've tried to teach her to get faster with the band work. We do the band work to build the tendons, build the work capacity in her triceps so that we can do some tricep specialization. Because here's what I find. You've got to be careful going into tricep specialization. All right, everyone wants to do that. Like, I'm going to do a bunch of skull crushers and JM presses, and then their elbows hurt so bad they can't do anything. We've got to make sure her tendons are healthy. Then we'll go in and do the heavier tricep work. We'll come in and do additional tricep work once her stress is back on point. All right, speed work for the lower. We do the safety bar against bands on the box. We don't change this a lot because it's the most comfortable bar for her. Even when I throw the others in, they're not as comfortable for her. It's harder to set up that cambered bar for speed work with bands. If I wanted to do it as straight weight, we could. But we get the variation because we rotate sumo and conventional. Now, if I'm worried about overuse, I might have her do some straight weight against that cambered bar. Right? We might do that. But what does our day look like after that? Well, we do cambered bar good mornings. We do hanging leg raises. And then we do the reverse hypers. Now, I want to start working in those glute ham raises eventually for her. But we do a lot of good mornings right now. So I may have to phase out the good mornings for just a bit to do those. Because if we come over to, again, as we're dealing with a higher stress period, I got to be careful how much good mornings we do and glute ham raises. Right? It might need to be one or the other. Now, some people say, well, we're worried about then her upper back and T-spine, except that we're doing safety bar squats. Again, understand everything is about what else is in your program. That's why when people say talk about plugging in exercises or doing this or that, it's like it's context dependent. What else is in your program? What else is in your program? And it matters. Well, we've got to balance her good mornings with the reverse hypers when we're dealing with limited recovery. Has to be done. Could we look at then good mornings and say, well, we have the safety bar squats. That's also working her upper back. Would it be okay if we had to work the hamstrings more with the glute ham raise, which is a slightly superior hamstring exercise to the good morning? Sure, because we've got the other upper back work. Right, just like we can do mostly pull-ups and things because I've got the upright rows for now. You've got to find balance in these things. You're looking at the totality of your exercises, never at what one individual exercise is doing. And especially when we're dealing with limited recovery phases like this, we have to look at those things a little more closely because we can't just throw endless volume at someone at that point. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I'll talk to you guys next time.